Previously on Bytes. Hey, got some gaming news for you. Next time on Bytes. Will Pod get there in time to save the world? Nah, just gaming news. Hey everybody, I'm your host, Last Skatepod, and this is Bytes for the 10th of June 2013. PopCap has announced that Plants vs Zombies 2, It's About Time, and yes, that release's name, is going to release for the iPad, iPhone, and iPod worldwide for July 18th. An interesting turn, Plants vs Zombies 2, It's Finally Done, is going to be free to play, so buying the game itself is going to be free, according to my sources. And no, my source is Mad Bob who hangs up behind my shed. Stop asking! PopCap says that Plants vs Zombies 2, It's a Sequel, have a system for paying for in-game items, which is how they're going to make the money on the game. And this feature will not hinder the player from playing the full game, so you can play every level and face every zombie in the game without having to pay to unlock it, which is always good, not paying to play the full game. Plants vs Zombies 2, It's a Game, will continue the fight against the undead horde to defend your home and your brains with the use of lovable mutant murdering plants. Now I think about it, it's not a very effective way to beat zombies. The game now offers all new features such as new plants, zombies, touchscreen power-ups, and dozens of new levels. So it's all the same Plants vs Zombies fun you loved about the first one, and more. If you want more information about the game, it'll be at E3. Oh, E3. Why'd it have to be so soon? Since the reveal of Prey 2 at E3 2011. Oh, E3, why? Oh, sorry, I had a bit of a moment there for a second. Since then, there's been little to nothing about the game, like how the development's going, the release date, or if the game's been cancelled. A little light has been shone on the matter when an ex-Human Head employee broke the silence on the matter and said that Prey 2 was a full game. Jason Blair was a writer and narrative designer on the game for the last 6 months of development. According to him, Prey 2 at Human Head Studios was a full game, and near to being complete. So what went wrong? Because something obviously went wrong here. Turns out that Bethesda and the studio had a falling out, and then turned bad. In the following months, Bethesda stopped funding the game and started to demand changes and fixes to the game. At the time, Prey was the only game that Human Head Studios could make independently, so with no funding, making the changes that they wanted would be next to impossible. To actually keep the company going and try to get money to fix the game that Bethesda said was lackluster and needed more work, Human Head Studios had to support the development of Bioshock Infinite and Defiance, splitting their focus. Human Head had to ask the publisher for more time, as at this point they were falling way behind schedule with development. Bethesda refused and told them that they had to meet the time frame they agreed on in the contract. Eventually the whole situation fell apart, and in the end Bethesda pulled the development of Human Head Studios' Prey, effectively destroying the game, and then handed the task of production of Prey over to Arcane Studios to work on a new version of the game, from scratch. So that was the tale of Human Head's Prey 2, which is now gone, so it looks like we're going to have to wait a lot longer for the game. I just pray that this time it works out. See what I did there? Pray, huh? Okay, I'll stop. So yay, a new Deus Ex game has been announced. The game is titled Deus Ex The Fall, and I'm really glad they told us what it was. They've been teasing it all fucking week, and for someone making a gaming news show, that is highly annoying. Want to know what the interesting part about this game is? Sure you do, you're watching this show after all. What's that? Want to leave? Shut up and sit down! Here's a yo-yo to play with, and listen quietly. Deus Ex The Fall is the all-new mobile Deus Ex game for iOS devices. The story follows Ben Saxon, a former British SAS mercenary. Now I think about it, that statement doesn't make much sense. Is he a former SAS soldier or a former British? In true Deus Ex style, he is betrayed by his mercenary employers, the Tyrants. Wait, the company is called the Tyrants? Okay, if you couldn't see that company, he deserves to be stabbed in the back. The game has been confirmed to follow on from the novel Deus Ex Icarus Effect, which was a prequel to Human Revolution. So this would make this game a sequel to a prequel of a game that was a prequel. Oh, this is going to get confusing. Deus Ex The Fall will be coming out sometime this summer for £6.99, $6.99, £4.99 or €5.99. And more of it will be shown at E3. Ah, no. Recently, Microsoft registered a couple of trademarks for something called Halo Spartan Assault. Yeah, you can see where this is going. There's going to be a new Halo game. But it might not be what you're expecting. Halo Spartan Assault is a top-down twin-stick shooter, so that's something reasonably interesting and new for the Halo series. The other interesting thing about this game is it's not going to be for the Xbox 360 or Xbox One. The game is coming exclusively to Windows Phone and Windows Phone 8. The apparent story behind the game is that you take control of a Spartan, training to become an actual Spartan for a battle simulation program. But now I think about it, floating above yourself in an out-of-body experience hovering around like a fucking ghost isn't the best way to train for combat. There are going to be new weapons out of this game, as well as the old familiar vehicles that you can hop into in true Halo fashion. It has also been said that Halo Spartan Assault will be able to unlock content in Halo 4, but what this actually will unlock hasn't been said yet. Halo Spartan Assault is coming out next month for anyone who can buy it. Okay, who says I don't do public service on the show? You do? Get out! The new bundle is out on bundlestars.com and for some reason is named Atomic. The games included in the bundle are Section 8, The First Templar, Legendary, Dream Pinball 3D, Disciples 3, Insecticide, the Tropico Trilogy, Imperium Romanium, Space Chem and Dino D-Day. You can pick up the bundle for just £3.89. And no, I don't know what the price is for any other country. If you're interested, go and look at what it is for your own country. Interesting fact, if you were to pick up all these games individually, the total would be £86.89. So that's a good enough reason to pick it up, and also supports charity. You know that thing I did last week? You know, the whole trailers thing? Well, I kinda liked it, so I'm gonna try and bring it back this week, and maybe make it a full-time feature on the show. Let's see, shall we? See how serious I am about it? It even has its own shiny new intro thing. I don't know, I need to work on it a bit more. First up, we have the new teaser trailer for the new Wolfenstein game, Wolfenstein: The New Order. This video shows them pesky Nazis going around messing with history and invading the entire world. How the hell could one country do that? The trailer is pretty cool and raises a few questions like how did the Nazis become so advanced, and shows some pretty cool things like robots and a space Nazi. I'm just waiting to see if Mecha Hitler makes an appearance in this game. It has been far too long. Yay, another Payday 2 video. Okay, I swear this one is different. This is episode 1 of the new Payday 2 web series. It shows off, well, the normal stuff. They rob First World Bank in a more dramatised way than I remember it. I remember killing an entire police department's worth of cops, and then it's a little hazy what happened next. The episode is pretty interesting. It sets a little intrigue and an insight into the characters. Okay, this one is the new trailer for the reboot of the Thief games, cleverly titled Thief. The trailer is all about Garrett, the master thief, and his quest to steal everything that isn't nailed down, like a good old kleptomaniac. Oh, Garrett, you're not going to impress me by showing me your bow. No, what I really want to see is him stealing everything that is nailed down. That takes true skill, and a certain amount of insane to crazy ratio. Lastly, I have for you the Electro Last Light Mobius trailer. Not really sure how to best describe this one. It's a little strange the trailer coming out now since the game's been out for a couple of weeks now, and probably could have been used better to publicise the game, but the trailer does have its own merits. Without trying to sound pretentious, it's a really powerful piece of cinematic, and to be honest, it's pretty chilling. Why should you go and watch it? Well, if anything, there's an old lady throwing boiling water into a mutant's face. Thanks for watching everybody, and don't forget to click the subscribe button. The more subscribers we get, the closer we get to our ultimate goal of world domination.
Don't tell them that.
What do you mean don't tell them that? It's not like they're going to stop us. Next time on Bytes, featuring special guest star, Tima.
Okay, hello guys, it's Tema, and this is Info Bytes for the 17th of June 2013.
See, it's going to be amazing. All coming up next time on Info Bytes.
Help! They're trying to replace me.
Shut up, you.